Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those Saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long. We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Well, back here on 106.5 FM AM 1350, Game Day Gilman here for the Hinckley Knights game as they host the Anoka Bucs here tonight. First pitch coming up here in just a little bit. But first, we've got an interview with the Knights manager, Ted Haas. I had an interview with him there on Thursday. So we're going to go ahead and take a listen to that first, and then we'll come back, talk about this matchup, and we'll also get your starting lineups, and then should be set for first pitch here in Hinckley. We are now joined by the Hinckley Knights manager, Ted Haas. First of all, Coach Haas, thanks so much for joining me.
Yes, thanks for having me on.
Taking a look at last week here, you opened up the season with 2 games at home, Saturday against Andover and then Friday against Champlin. Friday was a bit of a wacky weather game a little bit, but you guys were able to get through it even with the power finally coming back on in the 4th inning. Give us a take on what you looked at there on Friday and Saturday's game.
One of our main goals here early in the season, as we're just getting our season started here, is to get a bunch of guys at bats, get some bunch of guys on the mound, throw in a couple innings, and we got that accomplished. We always try to schedule some Class B teams, which have a lot of former college and maybe some current college players on their rosters, hoping to see really good competition, which we think will prepare us for our league schedule. And Champlin came in. I think they're the 6th-ranked Class B team in the state, so we were happy that we got them on the schedule. And the weather was difficult just because we had rain early on, and it wasn't real warm, and with it being cool like that, it stayed wet the whole night. So, the whole game we were drying off baseballs, and so it was just kind of an interesting night that way. But, it was to be expected. It wasn't great baseball the first night as far as being real crisp and clean, but, we hung in there and got through it and got some guys on the mound and got some at bats. So, and then Friday night the game was quite a bit crisper. A 4-3 game. Andover is another good team, another Class B team. So we got to see some good pitching there, and our defense was fairly decent that night. Our pitching was good, and we're waiting for our bats to come around a little bit. Some guys are getting acclimated on different things. Strike zones are a little different than in college, for example. Just getting used to playing again in this season. So the first weekend, you never quite know what you're going to get, but we expect to be more consistent. And as we move towards the league season coming up here later in the month.
I know you had mentioned earlier that you won't have your full roster as of yet, and even though that's not something you can really control, how difficult is that with just the depth part of it in games when maybe you're looking to change something up?
Yeah, well, that's something that you have to just kind of be used to doing in amateur baseball, just because, your season is in the summer, and a lot of the gentlemen have families or work obligations or things like that, so you just don't quite know. We communicate real well, so we know who's going to be there and whatnot, but there's always going to be some people gone. Usually, throughout the summer, a couple times we'll get our whole lineup there, and then by playoff time, the guys seem to be around. So, but one of the things with our group is we do have a lot of depth, so we are able to withstand having, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And then, we have a lot of guys that are, 6 or 7 guys on the mound. And certain people gone, we can have other people jump right in and we don't miss a beat. So, that's a nice thing with the Knights is we've been able to, pile up a lot of good players, and, we'll start seeing the benefits of that as the season goes on.
Just from looking back at Friday, I was there. It does seem like you've got some decent pitching depth as well. What is that like to be able to have depth, especially at that position for this season?
Well, yeah, that's a key thing. I think we gave up some of the fewest runs last year in our league, and that really proved to be a strength throughout the region tournament last year that we ended up winning. And when you go out there and you have guys that are going to hold teams down to 5 runs or under, that gives you a great chance to win. And we have a lot of guys that really pound the strike zone and are able to mix it up, and a lot of different types of pitchers as well. We've got a couple lefties and some guys that really mix it up, and other guys that can throw pretty hard. So we like the mix that we have. We got a lot of good young talent too that just keeps getting better. So we're pretty excited about what we have in our pitching for the season.
And speaking on that young talent, or maybe just guys who are joining for the first time, maybe in a while or for the first time, what is that like to try and get those guys cut up to amateur baseball? Because they may be coming, straight from high school to play with you guys, or maybe again they just haven't played in a while. Right.
It's definitely a step up from the pitching that kids see at the high school level. We do have some guys that are coming back from college, and I know that. Some of the pitchers definitely are the same types of pitchers they're seeing in college. Some are more veteran and maybe know a few more things than some of the young guys. But it's hard a little bit to get adjusted. It takes a little bit of time. I know, like I said earlier, we had guys learning the strike zone in amateur ball tends to be a little bigger than maybe in college ball, and that's fine. It's just a matter of getting adjusted and knowing what is happening, and so like I said, it's going to take a few weeks for us to get going, but we're hoping most years these first couple weekends where we play these Class B teams, it has prepared us pretty well so that by the end of May we're starting to play some pretty decent baseball.
Speaking of the teams coming up for you to play, it starts on this Friday with the Anoka Bucs. Talk about what you're hoping to see there in that game against Anoka.
Well, again, Anoka will bring in another very quality team, another Class B team that they were in the state Class B tournament last year. They always bring in a really good hitting team and obviously some good pitching as well. So we're looking for a great challenge on Friday, and we're going to try to compete and try to get our swings and keep getting our pitchers feeling comfortable on the mound, and so that we have a lot of guys that are ready to go when we need them come the league season.
And looking at the weekend, it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. So Saturday's game, you got to be pretty excited for. Just based off weather-wise, it's going to feel more like town ball baseball.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Last Saturday night was a lot better than Friday, and I think this weekend will be better than last weekend. And, it's getting to be quite a fun time for people to come out and watch some baseball and, do some socializing with the people that are at the game. And I think people that have come out to really enjoy themselves. There's, lots of food and beverage and some good baseball being played throughout. And so we're hoping that lots of people will come out and enjoy the weather and see what the Knights have going this year again. Of course, we won't have our full roster again this weekend, but we fully expect to go out every time and compete and play high-level baseball. As we said earlier, we feel like we have a lot of depth in our roster, and this weekend should be another, hopefully, step forward to being ready to try to jump into league season the following week and to start picking up some wins.
No doubt, and jumping into the next week of play does you no favors. The Bandits of East Bethel, then Quamba, and then the next game, the first game on the road will be against Morrow Blue Devils. But speaking on that too, the Eastern Mini League looks a little bit different this year, especially the two divisions now instead of the few they had last year and years before. Talk about that and some of the new teams that are added to the league this year.
Yeah, so we've got a team from Elk River. We've got a team from Ogilvie. Trying to think. I think I might be missing somebody. And I also the team from Twin Port up in Duluth. They're not actually in our league, but those games count towards eligibility for playoffs. Just because they're a Class B team and they don't have a lot of teams around them, so they're looking for ways to get their guys eligible for playoffs. So we picked them up for a couple of games as well to help them out a little bit. And I would say the new teams, you never know quite what you're going to get with that. I would expect Elk River being a bigger town that they probably will gradually get better and better. And I would think they'll probably be fairly young this year, but probably fairly talented. And Ogilvie, it's nice to see another local team starting up and joining the league. And, I know that they'll be ready to play and have some fun, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of a team they put out on the field as well. So, yeah, the league is a little bit different this year. We've got 2 leagues in our region instead of 3, and our region's going to be a 16-team double elimination at the end of the season. Again, I'm sure 2 bids to the state tournament, so it's going to be very interesting to see how all that shakes out as the season goes on. And with the 2 divisions, we're playing each of the teams in the 2 divisions once. So we have 15 league games this season, and so every game in the league makes a difference, and like it has in the past as well. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the dynamics change a little bit with how this works. There's going to be some changes coming up from the state level the following year where they're talking about having 3 different classes as far as and using criteria points as far as college players and things like that. So things will be shaken up a little bit going into next year. But this year, everything should look fairly similar to what everybody's used to.
Awesome. Well, some exciting changes coming and already happening. And, Coach, that is all that I have for you here today. Is there anything else you'd like to add? No,
we appreciate that WCMP is coming out to cover some of our games, and hopefully the people are enjoying it. And, we'd like to continue to invite you guys to come out and watch some good baseball and have some fun at the ballpark. And you can find our whole schedule if you just look up Hinckley Knights. If you Google Hinckley Knights, you'll find our website, and you'll see all kinds of things on there that might be interesting to everyone. So that's about it. We're looking forward to the season. We think we are going to put together quite a good team as the season goes on here, when everybody gets back from college and done with their high school seasons and whatnot. So I think the Knights will be, definitely a team to watch in the area. So should be a lot of fun.
Coach, thank you so much for joining me. It is greatly appreciated. And again, best of luck on the season.
All right. Thank you so much.
Well, again, thanks to Ted Haas, the manager of the Hinckley Knights, for that interview. The leadoff man for the Anoka Bucs was Fred Hubner, and he lined out to the second baseman for out number 1. So we've got 1 down now for the Bucs, and nobody on. Taking a look defensively for the Hinckley Knights. On the mound today is Ben Sickler to start. Behind the plate, catching for him is Lane Von Ruden. Then over there at first, it is going to be Sean Osmus. At second, it'll be Jeff Lottie. Then at third, it'll be Corey Schmidt. At short, it is TJ Johnson. Then in left, it's Max Sickler. In center, it is Griffin Steele. And out in right, it is Brady Johnson. So that is the defensive lineup here for the Hinckley Knights. Again, if you're just tuning in, the Knights manager, Ted Haas, gave us an interview there. And now the second man up for the Bucs is J.D. Wells, and he goes down looking on strikes for out number 2. And now to the plate for 30, Jackson Haug. Anoka Bucs wearing their black jerseys, the orange letters and numbers, the gray pants, black hats as well. Wind starting to pick up here, and this one is hit by Haug out to left field, and it gets down. And got an error out there in left as he dropped it. I was trying to gather my thoughts, and it was a drop out in left field. A lot going on there for that out, or for that error. So now the Bucs do have a runner on first, 2 down, and Taylor Nelson to the plate. Runner from first will go. Throw's going to be late anyways, but he is safe. Jeff Lottie over there at second, trying to make a play. And that wind picking up once again. You might remember last weekend we had that happen. We lost power. I don't think that'll happen again this weekend, but hey. So again, for the Knights on the mound, Ben Sickler at the plate now. Taylor Nelson swinging and missing at that one. Make it a 1-1 count. And that one is foul tipped by Taylor Nelson. Game Day Gilman here, bringing you this game for the Hinckley Knights at home as they host the Anoka Bucs out of the Metro Mini League. Knights in the Eastern Mini League. 1-2 count currently for Taylor Nelson. 2 down, runner on second. That one's inside for ball 2. 2-2 count now for Nelson. Again, runner on second. 2 down. Sickler with the pitch. Little something off that one. Throw. And you're going to say you got him out there at third. Third baseman Corey Schmidt takes it. Tags him out at third, and that'll be out number 3. So a fielder's choice. No runs, no hits, no errors. Or excuse me, a night error there in the top of the first. So now the Knights will come to the plate. It'll be their turn to go. And leading off for them will be Max Sickler. Meanwhile, for the Anoka Bucs, their defense looks like this. Pitching and starting on the mound for them tonight, number 14, Taylor Nelson. And behind the plate catching for him is Michael Maganjagol. Then over at first will be number 4, Austin Lang. Then at second, it's number 7, J.D. Wells. At third, it's going to be number 12, Garrett Hoffman. Then at short, it's Fred Hubner. Out in left, it's going to be Josh Barker wearing number 23. In center, it'll be number 30, Jackson Haug. And over in right, it'll be number 2, Lucas Nelson. As getting set, there is Taylor Nelson for the Anoka Bucs. And their starting pitcher for this game. Knights come into this one 0-2. Fell in their first game to the Champlin Low Gators, 13-4. Then fell to the Andover Aces last Saturday, 4-3. And again, we heard from the Knights manager, Ted Haas, at the top of this game. So if you're just joining us, may have missed that one. Don't worry, we'll have it on our website on Monday. So if you missed the interview here tonight, you can always go back and watch it on YouTube, re-listen. You can always just click on the video, draw that little red dot back to the beginning, and you'll be able to hear it. And if not, you can always hear it again on our website on Monday. We'll have it up there on our website on the sports tab and interviews. So now coming to the plate and leading off for the Hinckley Knights, give me number 18, Max Sickler. Knights wearing their green jerseys, white pants, the 3 stripes on the sleeve, 2 white in the middle is yellow. White lettering and numbers, outlined in yellow as well. Green hats and white pants. Nelson, readies. Here's the windup and the pitch. Smacked right back up the center to the shortstop. Throw on to first in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Bucs. And now to the plate. First baseman Sean Osmus. Osmus into the box. Nelson with the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Getting back there, catching for him is 34, Michael McGonagall. Osmus gets a piece of that one. A roller to the short, throw on to first in time. Round number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Knights. And now Corey Schmidt coming to the plate. So a quick 2 outs. Only took 3 pitches to get these 2 outs, and Schmidt to the plate. Nelson with the pitch. Outside for ball 1. 1-0 count for Corey Schmidt. And here's the pitch from Nelson. Schmidt thought about it, held up, but it's in there for strike 1. And here's the 1-1. That's outside again for ball 2. This is, he's now thrown as many pitches in this at-bat as he did in the first 2. So on inside for ball 3 to Corey Schmidt. 2 down, nobody on for the Knights in the bottom of the first. Taylor Nelson with the pitch. Schmidt gives it a smack, but it's on to the shortstop again. Throw on to first in time for out number 3. So the shortstop will make all 3 plays out there for the outs. And now we will move on to inning number 2. It's the Bucs and the Knights here in this game. No score yet as we move on to the top of inning number 2. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellia Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellia Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellia Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, welliahealth.org.
First pitch swing in there is Austin Lang, and he grounds out to the shortstop. Shortstop there makes a great play. That is T.J. Johnson. And now coming to the plate for the Anoka Bucs, the designated, or excuse me, yes, no, not yet, number 12, third baseman Garrett Hoffman. I get confused, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long day. First pitch to him. It's in there for strike one from Ben Sickler. 0-1 count. That one outside for ball one. So 1-1 now for Garrett Hoffman. Here's the pitch. That one swung on right to the shortstop, and it does. It takes a nasty bounce for T.J. Johnson, and that's going to get to the outfield. So he will reach on an error. So one down and a runner on first. Now to the plate. Designated hitter Logan Piero, number 37. That one's going to be outside in the dirt. Nice stop by Lane Von Ruden. So a 1-0 count for the designated hitter Piero. He's DHing for Josh Barker today. Sickler with that one. That one. And nice stop by the... Oh! Nice stop by the shortstop. T.J. Johnson threw it to second, falling backwards on his knee. But they're going to say that he is safe at second. Jeff Lottie there to try and make the force out, but it's going to be an infield single for Logan Piero. So now to the plate, the left-handed batter, Lucas Nelson, playing out in right field. Swings and misses on that one for strike one. Runners on first and second with one down. T.J. Nelson almost made a very acrobatic play to get that out at second, but just a tad late as Hoffman slid in. 1-1 count now for Nelson. That one's in there on the outside part of the plate for strike two. One-two count for the right fielder. Sickler likes the signal. And here's the pitch. That hits him. He'll walk down to first. So that will load the bases now for the Bucs. With one down, but now any bag you can step on for an out. We're going to go to the plate, number 34. Bases loaded, one down, but again, for the Knights, you can now step on any bag and grab an out. So, and that one's going to go foul on the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed by McGonagall, and now 0-2. Sickler trying to get out of this bases loaded jam with one out here in the top of the second. No score for either team, but Sickler needs to get out of this jam. That one's in there for strike three, and it'll get him looking. That's a good pitch there from Sickler, and now two down, bases still loaded. And Fred Hubner back to the plate, top of the order. Hubner, he plays over at short, and man, does he have an arm. He has showed it off here today. First pitch to him is in there for strike one, and according to their roster sheet, it says that, I don't know if this is 1 year in or if this is first year or he has 1 year of experience, so not quite sure, but that one's hit out to right field, and making the catch on the run is Brady Johnson for out number 3. So the Bucs load the bases, but they strand them all, and we will head to the bottom of this inning. Now bottom of the second. And the Knights will try and get their bats going as the Bucs did a little bit. No errors there that time by the Hinckley Knights. One error, it looks like, maybe? So one error. One error by him. And now we'll move to the bottom of this inning. Again, the Knights on the season 0-2 as they fell to the Low Gators of Champlin last Friday, 13-4. That was a wild game. Not in terms so much of the score because it got a little bit lopsided, but because the first inning, well, it was beautiful weather. Then all of a sudden the wind comes in, and I think we got through the first inning, maybe through the top of the first, and that was it. We had a storm that blew through near us, around us. It was raining for a little bit. Then we saw, again, the wind just absolutely blow everything. And then we lost power. We lost power till the bottom of the fourth inning when, everyone agreed, hey, we'll just do the top of the fourth and we'll get on out of here because it was getting too dark. Well, then we got power back, and then we got to continue the game. And the Anoka Bucs were up at that time. I think it was 5-1, 7-1, something like that. And they were able to score 6 more runs to make it a 13-4 victory over the Hinckley Knights. But it was an interesting game. It was very interesting to see how that game played out. Again, just weird weather in that one. Then on Saturday, they played Andover. Pretty darn close to Anoka, but we'll look at that game here in a little bit. Bottom of the second, and now it's T.J. Johnson to the plate. Taylor Nelson with the pitch. Johnson, first pitch swinging, pops it up towards the first baseman, and it is caught for out number 1. Now to the plate, the catcher Lane Von Ruden, or number 6 here for the Knights. He was part of the state tournament team for Hinckley Finlayson last year. Helped them there, and he was a big part of that team. He scored a game-winning run, and I think the section semifinal on a bunt attempt, or he had I don't remember. He was part of it, and it was fun to watch. That entire team was a lot of fun. First pitch to Von Ruden is in there for strike 1. Sun beginning to set here on us, and swinging and missing is Von Ruden to make it 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, low for ball 1. So Von Ruden has to hold off there and watches that one in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lane Von Ruden. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Nelson. Outside for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2 for Von Ruden. Kellen Von Ruden, his guessing brother, does play. That one's going to be strike 3 swinging. So 2 up, 2 down now, and coming to the plate, number 11, Brady Johnson. Trying to get something on here for the Knights. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it back out of play. So an 0-1 now for Johnson at the plate. Just behind him, Cody Gustafson, the DH. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Nelson. Right back to the shortstop. He has made a ton of plays today. That one is good as well for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down, go the Knights. No hits, no runs. And we'll move to the top of the 3rd inning. The Knights and Bucs of Anoka. No score between the two of them as we move on to the next inning, top of inning number 3. More of a pitcher's duel here through the first 2 on WCMP.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week get a 2-night stay at Ringler's Family Campground for only $40. Make memories and enjoy the outdoors.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, far side, and a goal!
To the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow.
Pine City, Mora, Hinckley, Finlayson, East Central, Graham, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. To my left is my camera woman here for tonight. Thanks so much to her for joining me. Appreciate her always coming out and helping when she can. She helped a lot throughout the winter playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. And now again in the spring season. And the first pitch swinging here is J.D. Wells. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1. So first pitch swinging there is J.D. Wells, and that is out number 1. And now, coming to the plate, number 30. Jackson Haug. He reached on an error, eventually stole, and then was tagged out at third. First pitch to him from Sickler is outside for ball 1. Ben Sickler with the pitch. In there on that outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1-1 now to Jackson Haug. That one outside and low for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 down. Sickler, that one's going to be low as well. And now a 3-1 count to Haug. Sickler with the pitch. That one's in there. Strike 2, and that will run the count full. And let's see what Sickler comes with here on the full count pitch. Got him swinging that one. Popped him up. First baseman Osmus under it. Grabs it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Anoka Bucs. And coming to the plate now, number 14, Taylor Nelson. Makes his way into the batter's box here, 0 for 1 on the night with a fielder's choice. Last time out. Swings and misses on that one for strike number 1. Top of the third, no score. 1 hit by the Bucs in this game so far. That one is swung on, and a little looper just past the pitcher. TJ Johnson not going to get to it. And it'll be an error that leads to Taylor Nelson reaching. So they will get their base runner due to the error. Now come to the plate, number 4, the first baseman, Austin Lang. Runner on first, 2 down. That one in there for strike 1. Kept it inside, and that one, can't really swing at that one. That one will just turn into a grounder. Next one is outside for ball 1. Now 1-1 here to Lang. Next one is swung on and missed by Lang. Going for the fences there, and he swings and misses to make it a 1-2 count. 1-2 count, 2 down. Runner on first. Here's the pitch from Sickler. Ooh, he wanted to and almost got him to, did Sickler, but he holds off. It'll even the count at 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner on first for Anoka. That one is swung on and hit right at the first baseman. Osmus will underhand it to the pitcher Sickler. He steps on first for out number 3. So they do get that 1 runner on, but nobody is going to cross the plate. And we will move to the bottom of this inning. It will be the Knights' turn. Back-to-back innings, which they went 1, 2, 3, so it'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming to the plate. And it will start with Cody Gustafson, the DH for Hinckley. Almost called him the Hinckley Finlayson, because I did call a game for Hinckley Finlayson earlier today. A game in which they blew out East Central 16-4. Then I went to a game down in Rush City where the Tigers of Rush City hosted Proctor, and in their section they were 1-2. Proctor was number 1, Rush City was number 2. An important game for both teams. Rush City kept it close, and we didn't get a score in that one. I think it was the 6th inning or 5th inning, something like that. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. I just called it. Yes, I just got here from that game, but it's been a long day, so give me a break. But it was a long time ago, okay? But that game, it was into the 5th or 6th inning before Proctor got 2 runs on the board. But then right after that, in the bottom of that inning, Rush City got 2 more runs on the board. And we were going into the 7th and final inning, tied at 2. Proctor had 2 outs, and they were able to score 4 runs off those, with those 2 outs off of 3 errors, unfortunately. So I think the Tigers, when they go back and look at that game, they're going to say, we just kind of shot ourselves in the foot there in that one. And when they get to playoffs, they will certainly remember that and aim to fix that going forward, because you certainly don't want those mistakes in the playoffs, especially in the section they play in, which is extremely difficult. First pitch here to the leadoff, Cody Gustafson, number 36, is in there for strike 1. And the 0-1 is swung on, and that's going to stay fair down the left field line. And he is going to, he trips on his way to first, and he's going to have to stay. It would have been a double, but turn in the corner to go to second. He winds up tripping. So he will have to stay at first. He didn't get a choice in it. So, runner on first, the leadoff man is on, and now the second baseman, number 19, Jeff Lottie, to the plate. I recognize that name, as the first one is in there for strike 1. Lottie helps out, I think he's an assistant coach there for the Pine City Dragons girls basketball team. Of course, he has his daughter, Sophie Lottie, playing out at University of Wisconsin Green Bay for Division I basketball. Also, we have another Pine City player who's going to be playing Division I this upcoming winter in Carly Jusak over in Idaho for the Vandals. So, congratulations to those two. Lottie will reach on this one outside the zone. It's up in the air to the center fielder. He's under it and grabs it for out number 1. So 1 down, 1 on, and now to the plate comes Griffin Steele, the center fielder. And if you didn't join us earlier, or maybe you did, you were able to see Griffin Steele make some terrific catches out there in center against the Eagles. There were a couple where he made it, and man, he can sometimes just make it look easy. He's got a ton of speed. That one. Hopper down to third and throw on to first is in time for out number 2. So that will advance the runner to second. But now 2 down, and top of the order brings up Max Sickler now. So Max Sickler to the plate, grounded out in the first. Or on second, 2 down. That one's inside for ball 1. To Max Sickler. Nelson with the pitch. Late swing on that one. Gets it to third. It's past him, and it's past the shortstop. Sickler will round first, and the runner from second is into third. Base hit there for Sickler. So runners on the corners, 2 down for the Knights. That brings to the plate the veteran, Sean Osmus. Nelson readies. And here's the pitch. And that one's going to get just past the pitcher to the second baseman. Throw on to first in time for out number 3. So that runner at third was there, but they'll strand those 2 runners on the corners. And they had the threat there, but it's not going to come to anything with a runner scoring. So now we're moving on to the 4th. A pretty quick moving game, ladies and gentlemen. You know what, that I probably shouldn't have said that. That's like the jinx in hospitals when you say the Q word. Yeah. So I probably shouldn't have said quick. That might just jinx us here. But we're going into the 4th. No score here between the Hinckley Knights and Anoka Bucs.
24/7, 365. We've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. You probably know your Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 is easy to find, very clean, the staff is always friendly, and is open 24/7, 365. But did you know we do propane fills, have a brand new EV charging station, and a dog walking area? So if you need a hot cup of coffee, the tank topped off, or a jug of milk on the way home, we got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Back here for the top of the 4th inning. And leading off for the Anoka Bucs will be number 12, Garrett Hoffman. Sickler with the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. That's Ben Sickler on the mound. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and lifted out to right. And that's going to get down, and that, just on the other side of that white line. Foul. Otherwise, wow. So that one just goes foul for Garrett Hoffman. Yeah, no one was going to get to that one for the Hinckley Knights, but luckily for them, it goes foul. So now the 1-1 pitch on the way from Sickler. That one swung on and hit right to the shortstop, T.J. Johnson. And it takes a funky bounce, hits his glove. And that'll be a error here for the Knights. And that puts a runner on. And Logan Piero, the DH, now coming to the plate. Ben Sickler. Pitch is going to be low for ball 1. Sickler with the 1-0. Outside. Ball 2. Runner on first is leadoff man. DH at the plate. That one's in there for strike 1 from Ben Sickler. Ben Sickler readies. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Logan Piero. That one's going to be called inside for ball 4. So the first 2 guys are on. And now coming to the plate, the lefty, Lucas Nelson. Ben Sickler readies. And here's the pitch. Ball 1. 1-0 count now to Nelson. That's Lucas Nelson. This one's in there on the outside part for strike 1. One count for Lucas Nelson. Ben Sickler with the pitch. Get a piece of that one, but he'll foul it off. Himself, it looks like. One ball, 2 strikes now for Lucas Nelson as that one fouled off himself. And back into the batter's box. Does appear okay. That one's ball 2. So evens count at 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Lucas Nelson, the right fielder. He's got runners on first and second and nobody out. Sickler with the pitch outside. That runs the count full. Sickler with the full pitch. That one's in there. Full count pitch is in there for strike 3. Got him looking for out number 1. Now to the plate, the catcher, Mike McGonagall. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. McGonagall went down looking back in the second inning. This time, a little bit different situation as he deals with 0-2 now. Sickler with the pitch, and that's going to go foul off the third baseline as he did get a piece of it, but goes foul. So 0-2 now again for McGonagall. Sickler with the pitch, and he'll foul it off again. This time the other way. So the count will stay 0-2. 1 down for the Bucs here in the top of the 4th. Sickler readies with the 0-2. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on, and that's going to be a base hit. And they will send the runner from second. Then an error out there in center. Oh, and he got him. No. Going to say he's safe at second. T.J. Johnson tried to apply the tag, but they're going to say he's safe there at second. An RBI single for McGonagall. Then he takes second. But it does score a run now. Runners at second and third. 1 down. Back to the top of the order for the Bucs. Fred Hubner to the plate. He flew out back in the second. 0 for 2 so far today. And now 1 down, and the Bucs have a 1-0 lead. This one hit to the third baseman. Schmidt with a nice play. Spinning throw to first for the second out, but the runner from third does score. So an RBI for Hubner, and he will also ground out for out number 2. So now runner on third, 2 down. He swings on that one, fouls it back out of play. Does J.D. Wells. Again, the Bucs lead now 2-0 in the top of the 4th. 0-1. That one's high for ball 1, so one count now for Wells. That one's inside and high for ball 2. 2-1 is the count. Runner on third, 2 down for the Bucs. Knights trying to get out of the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch from Sickler. That one's in there for strike 2. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Sickler with the pitch. That one is fouled back out of play once again. by J.D. Wells. 2 runs have scored for these Bucs out of Anoka. 2 outs still. Sickler trying to get out of here with this pitch. Took something off it, and he'll foul it. Down the third base line, runner at third. Gets it back to the pitcher. And we'll come back and do it again with a 2-2 count for J.D. Wells. That one swung on, and this one going to be in play. Popped up to Osmus at first, and he grabs it for out number 3. So, the Bucs do cross a couple of runs on 1 hit. 1 hit, 2 runs, and the 1 error. So, we will get on over to the bottom of this inning. As now the Hinckley Knights trail 2-0 going into the bottom of this inning. Still plenty of time here for them to get those 2 runs back and hopefully to hold them to only those 2 runs in the game. But they got to get their bats going here. So far up to this point, the first 2 innings went 1-2-3 each. And then they saw 5 batters come to the plate there in the third. But that was it. They did get a runner to third, but they could not score them, and they'll look to make it a little bit different this time around. Bottom of the 4th. Sun continuing to set here in Hinckley, Minnesota. And if you don't know where we're at, well, we're at beautiful Brennan Field. Historic Brennan Field in Hinckley, Minnesota. Home of the Jaguars of Hinckley, Finlayson, and the Knights of Hinckley. It's a beautiful, beautiful venue. If you haven't been to a game here, I would recommend coming. It's a great, great spot for a baseball game, whether it's high school, town ball, whatever it is. It is a great atmosphere and just a great place to see some baseball action. Now, coming to the bottom of the 4th, we move on. It's Corey Schmidt to lead off for the Knights. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1 from Taylor Nelson, pitcher for the Anoka Bucs. That one's outside as well for ball 2. 2-0 now to Schmidt. And here's the pitch. Got a piece of that one out to right center. And that's going to get down, bouncing and hitting the fence back there. And that'll be a leadoff double for Corey Schmidt. So you got a runner on second now for the Knights, and TJ Johnson comes to the plate. And now got a great opportunity to try and get at least one of those runs back that the Bucs scored. Of course, now the breeze goes away, but the mosquitoes come out. So that leadoff double now brings up TJ Johnson, the shortstop. And we'll see what he can do. Taylor Nelson readies. Taking his time, and here's the pitch. Inside for ball 1. One-0 count. Nelson readies. And here's the pitch. Johnson gives that one a ride, and it will go foul out of play. One now the count to Johnson. Nelson readies, and here's the pitch. Good eye there by Johnson, as that one's low for ball 2. 2-1 count for T.J. Johnson out of the shortstop position. Here's the pitch. He gives that one right out to left field, and the left fielder's on it. Grabs it for out number 1. So 1 down, and that brings to the plate the catcher, Lane Von Ruden. Got that runner on second, Corey Schmidt, with the leadoff double. Can't let that go to waste if you're the Knights. That one's going to be in there for strike 1 to Von Ruden. A 1 count. Nelson with the delivery. Von Ruden gets this one, and that's going to be a tough play, but the shorts, wow, what a grab there by the shortstop. They're going to get him at first. The Knights do not agree. Bucs are obviously pleased with the call, but that was, I don't know. I thought Von Ruden may have got that foot on the bag, but he's going to be called out. And now to the plate, Brady Johnson, the left-handed batter. So 2 down and a runner on second. You don't want to waste that double, that leadoff double by Corey Schmidt. And that's going to get by. It's going to be an error, and that's going to lead to a run. Corey Schmidt with some heads-up base running. That will lead to a run scored for Hinckley, and the throwing error will lead to make this game 2-1. Heads-up base running there by Corey Schmidt. And he forced the catcher to throw down to third, which probably should have just held on to it, but he decided to be aggressive, and it did not work for him. And now the hit here is rolling on its way to second. Throw on to first in time for out number 3. So the Knights do get one of those runs back. And we will move on to the 5th inning, where the Knights trail the Bucs 2-1 here in this game. So after the leadoff double by Corey Schmidt, didn't look pretty, but after a throwing error by the catcher from Anoka, the Knights were able to score that run from Corey Schmidt on the double. But now we'll move on to the 5th inning here in Hinckley. You're listening to Eastern Mini League Baseball on WCMP.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit, your ride.
At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well at every age and every stage. If you've been busy taking care of everything else but neglecting your own personal health, don't let another year go by without making yourself a priority. Get an annual checkup. Please schedule an appointment at Wellia Health today. Call us at 320-679-1313 or welliahealth.org.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week, get a gift certificate for 18 holes of golf and a cart at Stone's Throw Golf Course in Malacca for just $25.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals.
Well, in case you missed it, you might have wanted to miss that one. Trust me, you wanted to, if you're a Hinckley Knights fan anyways. But for the Bucs, it'll be a leadoff home run for Jackson Haug. Wow. So, home run there for Jackson Haug. And that makes it 3-1 for the Bucs. One swing of the bat to begin the 5th. And it is 3-1. But But now to the plate is Taylor Nelson. He swings at misses at one. From Ben Sickler. And no. Might have a new pitcher. Nope. Still Ben. It's a 1-2 count now for Taylor Nelson. Ben Sickler with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that'll be a strikeout for him. So one down after the home run hit by Jackson Haug over the left center wall. Now it's Austin Lang to the plate. With one down. Big swing and a miss there for strike one. Here's the 0-1. And that one's fair down the third baseline. A hit there for Austin Lang. He rounds first, but he'll have to head back after the Knights get it in. But it is a single there for Austin Lang. Now coming to the plate for Anoka. Going to be number 12, Garrett Hoffman. Sickler with the pitch outside. And it's going to get away from Von Ruden. And that'll lead to Lang moving to second base. One-0 count for Hoffman here. Runner on second, one down. And that one is low for ball two. This one. Next one is going to be high for ball three. 3-0 now to Hoffman. And that's low for ball four. 4-pitch walk. Put runners on first and second with one down. Now to the plate, Logan Piero. 1 for 1 today. Hit a single in the second and then walked and eventually scored a run in the fourth. Alan Swan, oh my goodness, right back to Sickler on the mound. Then he throws it to Osmus at first for the double play. Wow, he snapped that one off and made it look easy on the throw back to one. What a play by Ben Sickler. Wow. Tell you what, that is exactly what the Knights needed there. After that home run that they gave up, man, oh man, they get a double play there to get us to the bottom of the fifth inning. And that's got to spark a little something there for the Knights. They trail 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the fifth. And as I mentioned before, they lost last Friday to Champlin, 13-4. But then on Saturday, they played the Andover Aces, another Class B team, and they lost to them 4-3. It was a close game all the way till the sixth. It was tied at 3, and then Andover scored 1, and that would be the winning run that they needed. But for the Knights, one of Ben Sickler or Isaiah Haas, I believe it was Isaiah Haas who started the game, went 4 innings, then Sickler went 4, and then Jared Brennan went 1 for the Knights. So it was a close game, but they fell. This one is another close one here, 3-1. The Bucs added that third one via home run from Jackson Haug. That was a good shot. But now in the bottom of the fifth, and it will be time for Gustafson to once again lead us off in the bottom of an inning. Nelson with the pitch to him. Big swing and miss there by Gustafson. It's still Taylor Nelson on the mound for the Anoka Bucs. Here's the pitch. Oh, reaching at that one and missing. Now 0-2. Don't need to be aggressive here if you're the Knights at the plate. You still have 4 innings if you want to continue to get some runs back. And 3 straight. He swings, and 3 straight he misses. For out number 1 is Cody Gustafson. So 1 down now for the Knights. And now to the plate, Jeff Lottie. Again, I got the very cool opportunity to call some games for the Pine City Dragons girls team. Oh my goodness, what a catch. What should have been a base hit was completely stolen away from him by the third baseman there for the Bucs. Wow. So the Bucs say, hey, I see your snap. I'm going to snap this one off too. My goodness. Fantastic fielding by these two teams in this inning. What a play. But now that brings to the plate the center fielder, Griffin Steele. He swings at that one and misses. Now a 1-1 count for him. 2 down, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And he got a piece of that one just to keep it there, and it's a 1-2. Okay, you caught me. I was going to say stay alive, but he didn't have 2 strikes, so I had to back my way out of it. They'll throw the ball back to him as the ump ran out. But now we're back. 1-2 count for Griffin Steele. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Nelson. Starts inside, stays inside for ball 2. Even 2 count for Griffin Steele. 2 down, but nobody on. 2-2. Inside, ball 3. That'll run the count full for Griffin Steele. Again, this is the second game Steele is playing today. Played earlier against the Eagles of East Central, but he got a little bit of a break in between, and now he'll play for the Knights. Nelson readies. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's going to be strike 3. Don't know if he went or if he was a strike anyways, but that is out number 3. No hits, no runs, no errors. And we move on to the 6th inning. 3-1 here is our score between the Hinckley Knights and the Anoka Bucs, but the Bucs are on top of your Knights at this point in the game. We'll be back after a commercial break from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Eastern Mini League Baseball on WCMP.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Hi, this is Sarah from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Do you know about our propane customer referral program? It's simple and rewarding. Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Leading off now for the Anoka Bucs is Lucas Nelson here in the top of the 6th. We do have a new pitcher for the Hinckley Knights. That is number 10, Jared Brennan. Ben Sickler went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, walked 2, hit 1, and struck out 4. So Jared Brennan 3-1 count now for Lucas Nelson. Again, Jared Brennan, the new pitcher for the Knights. Oh, we got him to swing on that one inside, and that'll run the count full for Lucas Nelson. That one's outside. Easy to hold off on that one. Runner at first, leadoff man, and now to the plate. That'll bring McGonigal to the plate. 1 for 2 today, hit an RBI single back in the third, and that one's going to be a single as well. Maybe 2. He's going to round first and head to second, and the runner at third will be out, but McGonigal will get into second. So they do get the leadoff runner out at third, so he's out number 1, but they still got a runner at second. So try to be aggressive, but a little too aggressive there, and a great throw in to Corey Schmidt, who got the tag. Runner on second is McGonigal, and now at the plate, the leadoff man, Fred Hubner. Double there for McGonigal, and here's the first pitch here to Hubner. Low for ball 1. 1-0 count to Hubner. And he swings and misses on that one. Make it a 1-1. 1 down, runner on second for Anoka. It's Hubner at the plate. 0 for 2. 0 for 3. That one's in there for strike 2 to Hubner, and now a 1-2 count. Jared Brennan. Pitching for the Knights now. That one is low for ball 2. It'll even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes for Hubner with 1 out. Brennan with the pitch. And Hubner just got a piece of that one. Fouls it off. So we'll do it again with a 2-2 count here for Hubner. Here's the 2-2. Forces Hubner to swing on that one. It's pop up, and Brennan will grab it himself for out number 2. So now J.D. Wells coming to the plate for the Bucs. Runner at second. The Bucs still hold a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 6th. Brennan with the pitch. It's low, and I think it got the ump in the hand. So the runner will move up to third from second, and Jared Brennan, that one's going to be low as well. 2 balls, no strikes for J.D. Wells. And takes a step out of the batter's box, does Wells. Quick time. And now back. 2-0 pitch on the way from Jared Brennan. That one is swung on and hit into foul territory. That one is out of play. So that'll make it a 2-1 count for J.D. Wells, the second baseman for the Bucs. Two-one pitch on the way from Jared Brennan. Swung on and hit foul down the third base line. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. for Anoka. They lead 3-1 over your Hinckley Knights. Jared Brennan with the pitch. Oh. Just got a piece of it for a foul, because it'll leave it at 2-2. Brennan with the pitch again. Low for ball 3. Full count now for J.D. Wells. This has been a long at-bat here. Good battle. Here's the full count pitch. And that one a slow roller to the pitcher. And he'll throw it on to first easily in time for out number 3. So they do get one hit to the Bucs, but that's it. No runs and no errors committed by the Hinckley Knights. And we will move to the bottom of the inning here. The Knights trail 3-1 to Anoka, trying to get off this 0-2 start to the season and make it their first win of the year. They need 2 runs here and then maybe another 1, 2, 10, 20. Just get them all, if you will. Make it easy. But it's easier said than done. So we'll come back and we'll start at the bottom of the 3rd or 6th. I'm bad at math. We'll come back after this.
Attention baseball fans! Are you ready to experience the thrill of St. Paul Saints baseball with our weekly live on-air giveaway? That's right! Every Friday is your chance to score big and win tickets to see the Saints live in action at beautiful CHS Field. Imagine the atmosphere, the crack of the bat, the smell of freshly popped popcorn, and the joy of being surrounded by fellow fans. Special thank you to our incredible sponsor, bringing in the heat with Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to WCMP every Friday morning for your chance to win tickets to the St. Paul Saints.
Promoting good health in children is the best way to ensure they'll enjoy good health as adults. Don't skip out on your children's wellness appointments. Call Wellia Health today at 320-679-1313 to set up a Well Child visit. Our friendly family medicine providers love to support young families by helping your children stay healthy, active, and feeling their very best. WelliaHealth.org.
Burnett Dairy Cooperative, real farms, real flavor. Visit us online at burnettdairy.com.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rental. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. The Bucs got a new pitcher. That's why we had a little bit of an extended break. It's going to be Cam Kramer, number 33, out on the mound now. And at the plate, well, unfortunately, I can't see the number. And wait, it is Max Sickler. Back to the top of the order for the Knights. The leadoff man will lead off here in the 6th. That first pitch to him is low for ball 1, and here's the pitch outside for ball 2. So that pitch is low and outside. So 2-0 is the count now for Max Sickler. This next one is low and in the dirt for ball 3, so 3 straight pitches that are low to Max Sickler. A 3-0 count, and here's the pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. So 3-1 now, the count for Max Sickler, the leadoff man for the Knights. Kramer with the 3-1. Sickler swings and misses on that one, and now we've got a full count. Full count for Sickler. Here's the pitch. Oh! Whoa, low strike called, and nobody on the Hinckley side is too pleased with that one. Well, we'll get him down looking, apparently. But again, we appreciate the umpire being out here. He does this on his off time, so we appreciate him. Can't complain too much. This, I would assume, is not his full-time job. And maybe it is. I'm not saying anything bad if it is. But, again, don't want to pick on him too much, and not that I am. But, get my own opinion. I can have my own, okay? Either way, Sean Osmus at the plate. 0-2 count for him, and here's the pitch outside for ball one. One-two count for Osmus. Here's the pitch from Kramer. And that one's fouled back and out of play. We'll keep the count at 1-2. One down. Sean Osmus battling here. Here's the pitch. And he did just get a piece of it. So another foul, and do it again with a 1-2 count. Cam Kramer readies. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Osmus, and that one's going to be well out of play. And yet again, the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes for Sean Osmus. Here's the pitch. And Osmus, that one's going to roll to the third baseman. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. What a battle there by Osmus, but the ground out to third will be out number 2. And now Corey Schmidt to the plate. Remember, he hit that leadoff double back in the third and eventually wound up scoring due to the throwing error because of smart base running. The ball bounced out of the catcher's glove. It went to the side. Schmidt decided, hey, I've got enough time. I'm going to run to third. And then on the throw down to third, it went well off the mark to the third baseman, and Schmidt was able to take home easily. And he'll hit another one out here to right field, but the right fielder is onto it, and he grabs it for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Go the Hinckley Knights. And we will move on to the top of the 7th inning. Your Hinckley Knights trail here in this one, 3-1. After 6 innings, back after a word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those Saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long. We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Top of the 7th. Knights trail 3-1. And at the plate for the Bucs, it might be, easier if I turn it to the Bucs side of the stat sheet. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I might be able to get my X-ray vision practice, but for now, I'll turn it over. Leading off is Jackson Haug. Remember, he hit a home run back in the 5th. Swings and misses on that one for strike 1. So 1-2 count now for him. One-two count. And he smacks that one to left field. That's going to beat the left fielder. It's going to take one hop, hit the wall, and they're going to try and throw him out at second, but it's not going to get there in time. And Hauge will get another big leadoff hit, and that one's a double. So now to the plate, Taylor Nelson. Runner on second. He moved to and that one swung on and hit out to left field by him, and they will attempt the tag, and the throw in is well over. And Schmidt was backing up, so let's try to get it, but he didn't realize he had his pitcher, Brennan, there as backup, and if he could have stayed at third, they would have gotten him out. So they do get the fly out in left, but that runner moves to third now. And Austin Lang to the plate with one down, runner on third. That one bounces and stays in front. Good block by Von Ruden. So, Jared Brennan with the pitch. That one swung on, hit to the... Oh, my goodness, what a nasty bounce. Can't really control that, and that is an RBI single for Austin Lang. That took a nasty bounce. No chance over there at third, so that will score the run and put a runner on first. 4-1 is now our score. Bucs with the lead here in the top of the 7th. That pitch is in there for strike 1 to Garrett Hoffman. Hoffman on the evening, 1 for 3. Brennan will quickly check at first and now back. And here's the 0-1. In there on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Oh, 2 now for Garrett Hoffman. Brennan with the pitch outside. And Von Ruden manages somehow to keep that at least in front of him. And he'll hold the runner at first. Good play there by Lane Von Ruden just to hold that one just at the very least in front of himself. And Brennan will step off for just a moment. Yeah, the mosquitoes down there look to be bothering him too. I could not imagine being on that field right now. I can't imagine the mosquitoes are doing great. That one is swung on and hit out to straightaway center. And center fielder cannot grab it. And the runner from first will get into second safely. So that's going to get down. Single. So runners on first and second, 1 down. As now Anoka brings to the plate Logan Piero, and he's had a decent night. He has gotten on base twice. It wasn't until last inning that he lined out to the pitcher. What was a great grab. And that one's just going to be over Lotte's reach. And they'll throw it in time. Another single there for Anoka. And now the bases are loaded with only one down. They've already scored a run here in this inning. "4-1 is the Bucs lead. One down, bases loaded. And now Lucas Nelson to the plate. Brendan will step off, and now we're going to get a mound visit here for between the first baseman, catcher, and pitcher. They'll discuss things here. And only one down here after the flyout from Taylor Nelson. They scored a run as Jackson Huggy again reached on a leadoff double. He hit a leadoff home run back in the 5th. One pitch, that's all he needed. 4-1, top of the 7th. Bases loaded. Jared Brennan with the pitch. In there for strike one on the outside part of the plate for Lucas Nelson. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt for ball one. 1-1 now the count to Lucas Nelson. Brendan with the pitch. And that one's going to leave the infield. That's going to score one. It's going to score two. And an RBI single, a two-run single rather, for Lucas Nelson. So that scores two. And now runners on first and second with still only one out to make it 6-1. Now to the plate for the Bucs, Michael McGonigal. He swings and misses, and it's strike one. Still only one down here for the Bucs. That one low for ball one. One now for McGonigal. 2 for 3 today. In the batting stats, has an RBI to his name as well. Goes a little bit off speed, and that one's going to come up for a ball 2. 2-1 count now for McGonigal. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled down the third base line. That'll make it a 2-2 count. Runners on first and second. One down. Jared Brennan with the 2-2 pitch. Bounces Devon Rudin, and runners will stay at first and second. So now that will run the count full. I believe, anyways. So Brennan with the pitch. That one swung on and hit foul and out of play. Full count now for McGonigal. He is battled here at the plate. Full count. Brennan, readies. And here's the pitch. Fouled into the netting. And we'll do it again. 3-2. It is officially turned into a battle here at the plate between McGonigal and Jared Brennan. Top of the 7th, 6-1 lead for Anoka. Jared Brennan with the pitch. Swung on, and a bouncer to the shortstop. Oh, and he tries to get it out of his hand quickly to the second baseman, but It's going to wind up being an error. So they'll score another run. And now you got runners on the corners. But still only one down. So 7-1 now. A lead for the Bucs in the top of the 7th. One out, runners on the corners. Hubner at the plate. That one is in there for strike one. To Fred Hubner as we are back to the top of the order. Brennan with the 0-1 outside. Now moves count 1-1. Tough 7th inning here for the Knights. Seen 7, now 8 batters. This one is swung on and going to be fouled out of play. Well, that one was a crash. Hopefully it was just the top of maybe the concessions. 1-2 count for Hubner. Here's the pitch from Brennan. Just outside. That'll leave the count at 2-2. 2-2 count now for Hubner. That one swung on and fouled out of play. So Hubner staying alive with a 2-2 count. Still only got one out and runners on the corners for the Bucs. That one is low and gets away from the catcher, Von Ruden, but runners will stay. Now a full count for Hubner. Meanwhile, the runner from first moves to second, so runners on second and third now. They'll open up the bag for him there at first. That one swung on, and Osmus trying to get to it. He slides, but it bounces. So it will still be a full count for Hubner. It is a battle up there between Hubner and Jared Brennan. That one's going to be ball 4 and gets away from the catcher, and another run will score. And Hubner walks to first. So another run scores. It's 8-1 in favor of the Bucs. And again, we'll have runners at the corners to make it 8-1. Top of the 7th. Bucs lead, and now it's J.D. Wells at the plate. This will be the 9th batter of the inning. That one's in there for strike one to Wells. So we'll get a brief step off by Brennan. And now back to the mound. 0-1 count for Wells. Here's the pitch. Runner from first will take second on the steal. So now, again, opening up the first base. Still only one down here for Anoka in the top of the 7th. They've seen 5 runs cross. Here's the pitch. High. That'll be the second ball. 2-1 count to J.D. Wells. That one is in the dirt again. 3 balls and 1 strike now to J.D. Wells. Jared Brennan with the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and hit just past the third baseman. It'll be an RBI single for J.D. Wells. Sixth run has scored. Runners once again on the corners with only the one out. So now 9-1 is our score. And we've battered around. That'll make it Jackson Hauge. And oh boy, this one is gone. It is a grand slam. Holy cow. Jackson Hauge with the grand slam, clear the bases, and make it 13-1. So 13-1 is our score now. Is the score. We'll get a mound visit here for Jared Brennan. It's been a tough top of the seventh for the Knights. Still only one down for Anoka. Brennan will get the okay to stay out there and just kind of give him a word of advice, trying to get him out of the inning. A big old grand salami there for Jackson Hauge to clear the bases. And now the first pitch to Taylor Nelson is in there for strike one. Next one is swung on and hit out of play. Oh, 2 now for Taylor Nelson. Here's the pitch. And that one is crushed to left field. That gets down for a base hit. And he's going to round first, head to second for a double. Runner on second, one down for the Bucs. And now back to the plate, Austin Lang. He had an RBI single in this inning. First two pitches there are. Didn't see the signal from the ump. So it's a 3-0 count now for Austin Lang. And here's the pitch, low for ball 4. So 4-pitch walk here to Austin Lang. So that walk will put a runner on first and second. Still only one out for the Anoka Bucs. That one is in there to Garrett Hoffman for strike one. That one swung on and hit foul. Oh, 2 count for Hoffman. Runners on first and second, one down. 0-2 is in the dirt. One, 2 for Hoffman in his second time around. Swings on that one. Gives it a ride towards left. And that might get down into the glove of the left fielder for out number 2. So that is out number 2. And now the DH, the dangerous hitter, we should call him. Logan Piero is at the plate. His second time around, and he gets this one out towards left field. That might just get down. And no, the left fielder on the dive makes the catch. What a play out there in left. I wasn't sure if he came up with it, but he did. What a play out there in left field. But the Bucs do damage. They scored 10 runs here to make it a 13-1 game in favor of themselves. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. No, it wasn't multiple innings. That was just one. Now it's our 7th inning stretch. We'll take a commercial break here on WCMP.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellya Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellya Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellya Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellya Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, wellyahealth.org.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week get a 2-night stay at Ringler's Family Campground for only $40. Make memories and enjoy the outdoors.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown! Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, far side, and a goal! To the lane and just gets the roll. Wow.
Pine City, Mora, Hinckley, Finlayson, East Central, Bram, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
So, we are back for the bottom of the 7th. Leading off for the Hinckley Knights, it's going to be TJ Johnson. First pitch to him is strike 1, and then the next one is outside for ball 1. 1-1 count now for TJ Johnson. That one's inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike for TJ Johnson. Got to imagine for these banners, it feels like years ago that they were up to the plates just because that top of the first that the Bucs had. It's late swing and right to the shortstop. That shortstop has just been phenomenal all night, and yes, he makes the throw once again. Hit away from him. He has been an all-star all night playing over there. It's another play. Now up to the plate. After that ground out is Lane Von Ruden. One down here in the bottom of the 7th. Outside for ball 1. And fouls that one off. They get 1-1. Kramer with the 1-1. Lane Von Ruden got a piece of it to the shortstop once again. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. Well, that shortstop, he has just been on all night, and now to the plate. Number 8, Kellen Von Ruden. So Kellen Von Ruden to the plate now, coming in for Brady Johnson. 2 down, nobody on. And this is another young one of those Jaguars who played earlier today, swinging and missing on that one. Oh, 1. Cam Kramer ready. Here's the pitch. Oh, Von Ruden swinging at that one. And now it's 0-2. Count, nobody on, 2 down. Here's the pitch. And Kramer with the pitch, but that one is crushed by Kellen Von Ruden, but out of play. And Kellen Von Ruden got a hold of that one, but it is fouled off. So stays 0-2. Kramer with the pitch. And that one's in there for strike 3. It'll get him looking. And the Knights will go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 7th. So we move on. And we will move. No, that is going to be the end of the game because of that 10-run rule. So it's a 10-run rule after 7. I did forget about that. So we will end the game here in the bottom of the 7th because of that 10-run rule. And the Knights fall here in this one 13-1. We're going to take a commercial break, hear a word from our fine sponsors, then we'll be back for the recap of this one. You're listening to Eastern Mini League Baseball on WCMP.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
24/7, 365. We've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. You probably know your Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 is easy to find, very clean, the staff is always friendly, and is open 24/7, 365. But did you know we do propane fills, have a brand new EV charging station, and a dog walking area? So if you need a hot cup of coffee, the tank topped off, or a jug of milk on the way home, we got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well at every age and every stage. If you've been busy taking care of everything else but neglecting your own personal health, don't let another year go by without making yourself a priority. Get an annual checkup. Please schedule an appointment at Wellia Health today. Call us at 320-679-1313 or welliahealth.org.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week, get a gift certificate for 18 holes of golf and a cart at Stone's Throw Golf Course in Malacca for just $25.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals.
Yeah, don't forget, check our deals page. Every day we have deals for local restaurants. You can get your pets groomed. You can go get your nails done. We've got everything on there. Go to WCMPradio.com/deals or just go to our website, WCMPradio.com, and click on that deals tabs. That'll get you right there as well. We have discounts, as I mentioned, on everything you can think of, just about. And if you go there and you find something that's not in stock, check back the next day. It could be back in stock the next day as well. So if you don't see something in stock, just check back another day. It should be back in stock sooner rather than later. Well, in this one, it was close until that 7th inning, where the Knights gave up 10 runs to Anoka as they nearly batted around twice in that inning, but they were able to get out of it. For the Knights, Ben Sickler went 5 innings. He gave up 3 runs, walked 2, hit 1, and struck out 4. And for Jared Brennan, he went the last 2, gave up 10, walked 2, no strikeouts, no hit by pitches. So for the Knights, they fall to 0-3 on the season. They will have 3 more home games to begin the regular season here in May. And then that final game in May will be on May 31st. That will be their first road game of the season. They will move over to Mora for that game, or head over to Mora for that game. They will play the Blue Devils on May 31st, of course, in Mora. So their first 6 games will be at home. The next 3 now will be at home for the Knights, and then that 7th one of the month will be in Mora. I want to thank all of you who tuned in here to this one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't have a job without you, so I appreciate you. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. Of course, if you want to catch all the things local sports, be sure to tune into our morning shows on 95.5 FM KBEK with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk this game, other local games in our listening area, plus regional and some national sports as well. Also stay tuned to our websites at WCMPradio.com and KBK.com for game recaps, the broadcast schedule. If you want that, you can just go to WCMPradio.com. Go to the sports tab and click on broadcast schedule. That'll show you the games we got coming up for the week. Of course, that is subject to change as well, just because of weather, games getting moved or postponed or canceled, and just me being unable to make it, whether it's illness or my children, stuff comes up. So it is life. So sometimes just that happens. So just know there is an asterisk down there that says all games are subject to change. So just want to remind you of that. Then also stay tuned to our socials, our Facebooks, WCMP Radio Facebook, KBK Facebook, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio. For all things local sports, we'll get you all the local sports. We'll get you breaking news for sports. We'll get you LOI signings by local players, coaches retiring, ADs retiring, coaches being hired, interviews, all that stuff you can find on our social medias and on our websites as well. Again, if you didn't hear the interview with the Knights manager, Ted Haas, go ahead and tune in to our website on Monday. I'll get that up there and posted to our website Monday. Then you can re-listen to it, or you can go and rewatch this game. You can hear it at the beginning of this broadcast. Unfortunately, here in this one, the Knights do fall to the Bucs in this game and fall to 0-3 on the season. Here to begin their first 3 home games. Again, their first 6 of the season are at home, and that final one in May against the Blue Devils in Mora. So again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, thanks to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. Thank you to the camera woman to my left. Does a great job and gives you just a little bit different view on the game, as that I can't. I'm just not talented enough, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I bring the talent with me. She's the talent, let me tell you. She is the main reason that the broadcasts go well. I tell you what. She keeps me in line and definitely reminds me that, hey, there's a game going on. You got to do your job. So, no. I do appreciate her coming out, though, and being here and helping me out run the camera. It does mean a lot. Also, I want to remind you to be kind to everyone. You just never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. Don't forget, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, so just take time to be kind to someone. It is cost-free. Yeah, there's no cost to it, believe it or not, to be kind to someone. So just take time, extra time this weekend to be kind to someone. Again, it takes as little as complimenting someone's shirt. It's that easy, ladies and gentlemen. So, but the final here in this one, the Knights fall to the Anoka Bucs 13-1. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night and a great weekend.